One guy that they won't have this weekend when the Lions come to town, the two Dans will get together, and it's a chance for the Lions to I hate calling it revenge because it's not like the Commanders stole their lunch money. I mean, they went in and they did their jobs and they won the game, and this is the Lions' chance to kind of rectify that, but not against Jaden Daniels and not against Frankie Luvu. Luvu has been suspended one game for his third hip drop tackle since week 4. He's the first player to be suspended under the rule that was first enacted in 2024. It's a 3-part process that involves grabbing and pivoting and landing or trapping the player's legs. He did it. The play from Sunday, I mean, it was like a cobra strike. He's perfected that thing that he shouldn't be doing. He came in and whipped Jackson Smith and Jigbo around and was down on the ground, and they got him and they suspended him. He'll have an immediate appeal. I assume he's exercising his right to appeal since this is all new territory, and we'll see what the hearing officer does. But there have been 2 prior suspensions that were appealed in the past month or so, and both were upheld. We'll see if this one is. But this is the first time a hip drop tackle has resulted in a suspension, and the message is if you do 3, you get to number 3. It's like the pumps we're going to be talking about later. But 3 hip drop tackles, you're gone.
I would love to hear the appeal. I've done appeals for helmet-to-helmet hits and different things like that. I would love to just be able to sit on what the hip drop appeals are, because like with the helmet-to-helmet, you try to talk about, where you're trying to hit, what happens on the play. You're explaining exactly your thought process, because sometimes the hit is the hit, but you're trying to say your intention and what you're trying to do to just get, whether it's a fine or a suspension, reduced or taken away. I just wonder for this hip drop, like, all right, do you just get the letter for the 3 times prior, the 2 times prior? Do you have a phone call with exactly what they're looking for? Because if certain things happen, now you get on the phone for the appeal, it makes it really hard to kind of justify your case of what you were thinking or what you were doing, because sometimes the situations are so similar. So it's very interesting. We've talked about the hip drop tackle at length before, what it looks like, how they're going to officiate. And then, again, I will have to say I've liked the way they officiated this. Guys haven't been fined nonstop for plays that are not getting flagged. It's been, hey, you did it. We saw it. This is what it looks like. Can't do it again. And now to see the 3rd time to get a suspension, we'll see how it all plays out. But I think this is a way to kind of do it where we're not just hitting guys' pockets continuously for some plays that, a lot of times look like, football plays. But I get it. Got to take it out of the game. And it feels like this is kind of the right way to do it.
When you had your appeals, I'm curious, and if I'm curious, I'm assuming others are as well. Is it just you on your own? Do you have an NFLPA rep there who presents the case, or do you just have to go, whether it's phone or in person or wherever, and do your thing all by yourself to try to convince them to reduce the fine?
So when I did it, it was on the phone with my agent was on the phone with me as well. But no, like, and you can have somebody from the NFLPA on the call to what's the name, and I'm sure you do when you're like appealing a suspension or something like that. For me, it was just a helmet-to-helmet hit. I got fined one time for my T-shirt being the T-shirt under my jersey being too long under the game jersey. And a preseason game, I got fined $6,000. Probably the most upset I had been about a fine. I went to the length of getting all the pictures from the game and blocking out the guys' numbers, but showing at least 7 or 8 guys with their T-shirts under their jersey and wondering why I was the one that got fined, because I just thought that was ridiculous. Now guys wear T-shirts down to their damn knees, but that's a whole nother story.
All the time. There's so many little things they used to be sticklers about, like messages on the eye black. I saw those last night. Messages on the tape. They used to say no messages on your uniform. It used to be you had a narrow range of shoe color to choose from. They wear whatever they want. Now they used to have uniform mouthpieces. They're whatever they want. It's strange that the NFL, which has always been a little too anal about that, or a lot too anal about it has kind of gone the other direction and let this stuff go. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.